Jujutsu Shenanigans has been out for over a month now and has taken the Roblox world by storm. And to no one's surprise, people are starting to call it the best JJK Battlegrounds game yet. So today we'll be exploring what has recently been added that made people love this game so much. Exhibit A, the big updates to Jujutsu Shenanigans. TZE, the main developer of Jujutsu Shenanigans, has been going absolutely stupid with the amount of things he has added to the game since I last played, which was about a month ago. And since then, he has added so many new moves to Megami and even added Mahito to the game. And the man, the myth himself, Big Raga, aka Maharaga, as well as TZE also adding multiple new things to the map for you to find and discover. And with this many changes, it's no wonder the game is now consistently averaging over 50,000 players every day as it keeps climbing up the charts on Roblox. But the first character we absolutely must cover is Megami, who probably got the most love in this game so far. Granted, bro probably has some of the coolest abilities in the show, but first we must talk about his base moveset, which takes the goofy design of this game to the next level, honestly, which is how I think all the characters should be designed. Literally, Megami's moveset is a parody of his abilities in the show. The first move being this move where he can bring bunnies out of the ground, which is very good for crowd control. Then you have Inui, which is actually from the show where he brings down his Shikigami and runs straight through his opponent, and the move is just fun to collapse buildings with. Inui through the building. Yo, that was fun. You can really like use the Inui in mid-air. His third move, Toad, usually is a runner's kryptonite because they'll literally just be running trying to get away from your sheer aura, and that Toad just grabs them back with the tongue and stuns them for an inevitable combo. But Toad has another use. You can use both Toad and Inui together to use these angelic toads that rise the opponent into the air. And that's not all, since technically Inui never goes on cooldown after using this technique. You can shoot the Inui into the air to strike the opponent while they're getting took to the heavens. Then probably my favorite move out of the entire moveset has got to be Divine Dog Totality, which is just great to use in order to end off combos, and yeah, this can get pretty brutal. Oh my god, that was brutal. He took his head off. I also think the little reference when you emote with them is pretty funny too. The thing about this moveset as a whole is the majority of it can be blocked or countered, but I guess TZE made it that way because of Megami's awakening, which is just insane. First move is literally Megami dropping a giant elephant on his opponents and crushing them to their death. Max Also, super cool to send this down a building as it puts a hole into it and anyone standing underneath it. Great Serpent is just too much fun to use. You can literally swallow multiple different opponents. Wait a minute, pause. But yeah, this move also poisons your opponent after they are attacked by it, which makes it even stronger. But you thought that was it? Well, no, the Great Serpent can also do this. Wait, I think you can like enter the domain. You can break it. You can break the domain with the snake. Shadow Swarm is just Megami turning into his inner Naruto and using Shadow Clone Jutsu to jump his opponent with this unblockable move. But you thought that was crazy? Well, let me introduce you to Big Raga, Maharaga, which arguably should have just been his own character to make Megami a little less overpowered, but I get it, Megami does summon him in the manga. Maharaga literally destroys everyone. His first move, he turns into the Incredible Hulk and just ragdolls his opponents into the ground in the most disrespectful way possible. Maharaga, Maharaga also just got a second move called Ground Pitch, where he picks up the ground and literally throws it at someone's head. Maharaga not only has the biggest health pool in the game, but he is literally only able to be stopped if you A, stop fighting, or B, get hit by a character's awakening or a domain. No! You could just block all of Malevolent Shrine, or at least I could try.
That don't work.
So he isn't technically non-counterable, which is great for the game's balance. Speaking of counter, he can also parry basically anything in the game if you're skilled enough to time it, which half the time, honestly, I'm not. And his adaptability still isn't even finished yet, so no telling how strong this character may get. Almost forgot to speak about Megami's special ability, where he can go underground. With this, you can also do something really neat where you could take a trash can or something underground with you and surprise your opponent through the shadows. But not only was Megami added and is almost finished, but another early access character was added, Mahito, which is already really good, and I can tell this may be the best character in the game when he's finished. The first move is called Stockpile, where you essentially turn your arms into two big hammers as you hit your opponent with them. Then you have Soul Fire, where your arms turn into guns, blick sticks, whatever you want to call them, as you blast and shoot down your opponent. Focus Strike is a normal combo extender, but it can be turned into a Black Flash if you time it right, and these three moves used in tandem can delete someone's HP bar. Mahito also finally got his special move, and it's really dope. Basically, he can transfigure his arms into two modes. One where he has these rectangular arms, and the other one where he has these flat arms. These both change your M1 range and speed. Also, this changes your dash punch into an entirely new move. Just a really cool idea for Mahito. It makes so much sense. Mahito also finally got his awakening in the game too, but it functions a little differently. You basically have to punch someone first in order to enter it. Then he has this super overpowered domain. Oh, I actually got it off. Oh, this domain looks insane. Nah. And they just die. What? And to everyone complaining about teaming in the game, they also added a break counter feature to stop it from happening too often. Doesn't stop teaming, but it slows it down. The map itself got an update too, where now there's random vending machines placed around the map that you can destroy, and there is a whole functional arcade in the game that you can actually play games in. Not to mention, you can also throw arcade machines at people, which was a lot of fun. I just want to throw it at somebody. Coins come flying out of it. Okay, that's kind of cool. I genuinely can't wait to see what else gets added to the map of this game, since the map adds so much personality to this already beautiful game. The creativeness of the JJS community. The Jujutsu Shenanigans community has taken the build mode to the next level, which is another reason why people pick JJS over other games that are JJK. There was a map of a full creation of Shibuya Station, which was extremely detailed, and it went from a peaceful walkthrough of it to this. Bro has no cooldown on his Inui. God, this is chaos. It's dodge the Inui, bro. This could be a whole game mode. Oh, this could be a whole game mode. But if you thought Shibuya Station was impressive, well, just look at this, bro. Somebody really took the time to finally make an entire Shibuya map on Jujutsu Shenanigans. No, I think they did a whole Shibuya Station down here. What? Now, this is not even in chat. They're saying, bro, this is probably the best Shibuya creation so far. An entire detailed Shibuya City map, which probably took extremely long to make. So shout out to the JJS community. I just wanted to give y'all props real fast. Exhibit B, the problem with other Jujutsu Kaisen Battlegrounds games. You may be wondering what happened to the other Jujutsu Kaisen games that were once on top. Well, in this section we talk about two of them, the main one being the most popular, which was Sorcerer's Battlegrounds. I had a very love-hate relationship with this game, mainly because to me it always felt like a jankier version of TSB. It came out around the time where every developer was adapting every anime into Battlegrounds games. But now, where does this game lie? Well, after looking at these two great videos created by Z_Mythical, I think I could come up to a solid conclusion as to what happened to this game. Well, first things first was the major update to the combat, more specifically the dash punch, but there was essentially a dash tech that allowed for certain characters to delete HP bars with one combo, so they removed it. And that angered tons of people and made them quick, because most people were saying that that was essentially removing the skill cap. And then there was the other side, which was saying that it was necessary to be removed because it was making the game severely unbalanced and making it unfair for new players. But I don't think this is what is kind of killing off this game. I think it's the sheer amount of bad balancing changes or lack of proper updates. Granted, the dev team has gone through their fair share of problems and drama, but that still didn't stop from people quitting this game and moving on to Jujutsu Shenanigans, a much better managed game. And Jujutsu Shenanigans just has its own identity, so much so that people now even play it over TSB and are not only calling it the best JJK Battlegrounds game, but the best Battlegrounds game in general. Briefly now, I'll talk about the third in running for most popular Jujutsu Kaisen Battlegrounds games, and that is Cursed Arena. Well, this game to me just honestly suffered from severely being unpolished and has even less of an identity than Sorcerer's Battlegrounds. I mean, you're literally playing on a blank base plate, so I can't see why people would want to play this game over the other options, other than the fact that you could play certain characters that aren't in the other games yet. Exhibit C, the future of Jujutsu Shenanigans. Now that Jujutsu Shenanigans has claimed the top spot of Jujutsu Kaisen Battlegrounds games, what is next for this game, and can it ever surpass the strongest Battleground?
Nope.
Well, we know that TZE is working extremely hard on finishing the rest of the characters currently planned, that being Maharaga, Mahito, and even Miwa is eventually getting added to the game, as sneaks have already shown. So Jujutsu Shenanigans is only going to get better and has continued to get consistent updates since its launch. And it's probably the most consistently updated Battlegrounds game we have right now, which is why I deem it my favorite out of all of them. Others just say Jujutsu Shenanigans is the most fun and you don't have to sweat nearly as hard, which is true. The game is a lot more casual / people who go outside friendly, so that's why people have taken a liking to it. Will it ever surpass the strongest Battlegrounds in player count is the harder question. Well, TSB just has too many people who love the game and me right it to the maximum for the game to ever decline too hard. The devs will literally have to stop updating the game for an entire year for the player count to take a true hit. I mean, they be out here waiting for one move every 3 months, so I doubt TSB players are going anywhere. But the future is bright for JJS, and it will probably stay in second place spots until eventually TSB just stops updating entirely. But as I say in every video, if you guys enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.